The way I found St. Andrew was my children's father taught at Renton High School, and so did Stan Hastings. And when I left another church because there was a political upheaval, I needed a church. And I thought, well, I'll try Stan's church. And when I got here and found the focus on families and how important it was, and there were tons of little children, and those were the days when Jim Hare always gave children's sermons with puppets, and I was charmed. And Stan conducted the choir, and I started singing in the choir, and that was that. I couldn't not join the church. Approaching the Christmas of 1981, I had left my children's father and gotten myself out of that abusive relationship and was much relieved, but I hadn't worked outside the home in 11 years. And I had got myself a part-time job, and things were pretty bleak for me approaching Christmas. And somebody from St. Andrew, and I'm not sure who, sent the pastor over with a card for me. It was a Snoopy card, and on the front Snoopy is saying, "I wanted to get you a houseplant for Christmas." And when you open it up, it says, "But I wasn't sure what kind of house you want to grow." And inside was a $100 bill. And that made it possible for the children and me to have Christmas. When I had been in the car crash that almost cost me my life, I was at home recovering for a long time, and I couldn't do much. My pelvis had been fractured in 3 places, and I couldn't walk, and I couldn't even sit up for a while. But I spent a lot of time sitting up by myself, and I began to realize how much energy you get from other people just by being around them. And so then one Sunday, there was at the time a rather large active high school group. My daughter was a part of it, and Roger Paulson worked with them, and he and another parent brought them all over to my house on Sunday morning. And I thought, oh my goodness, what a delightful lesson in the ministry of presence. And I still remember a balloon that one of the kids brought. It said, "This balloon is bound to make you feel better because it's filled with helium." Oh dear. But it was just a delightful gesture and a wonderful, wonderful thing for me. The constant is the caring of the congregation and the willing to put that caring into action. The actions can be for our members, or they can be for families at Honeydew who need support over the holiday. I was absolutely astounded at the amount of money we came up with for those holiday gift food cards for families at Honeydew. What a testament to our willingness to give. And the fact that we were one of the first churches to host and care about the Center of Hope, and to make all the accommodations that were necessary for that. I'm very excited about the future. That in part is my inherent optimism. Having almost died in 1985 in that car crash, I decided that God had kept me on the planet for good reason. And I keep finding reasons, and I'm really excited about our remodel, making the building more usable, and the possibility of a real sanctuary in the future. I have been consistently impressed with our willingness to do things for other people.